Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to StarCraft 2. It's the Monday over here in the Netherlands, and apparently I am starting this week with some viewer-submitted games of SC2. I hope you got yourself a drink ready to go, because generally speaking, while these games are really fun, they also tend to be rather painful. Spawning here in the top left-hand corner of the map Romanticide. Playing with the red Protoss probes, we're looking at none other than Fireclaw's main nexus. Now, Fireclaw, unlike his opponent, he was actually ranked on the loading screen of this replay, sitting at, if I'm not mistaken, 4,154 MMR, as well as a Master League border. Meaning that, I guess at some point during this season, he made it to Master League, and then he dropped down a few hundred MMR. Because if I'm not mistaken, 4.1k on all three servers in StarCraft 2 is Diamond 1. Either that, or his, border is bugged out, which also tends to happen right now. His opponent, though, not ranked, but probably right around the same skill level, playing with the blue Terran SCVs. We have none other than Heaven. Is this Heaven? Or am I looking at a blue... Okay, I won't do that to you. Feeling pretty good this morning, man. Wait, hold up. Hold up. I had 2 cups of coffee. Can you tell? Normally, I've only got 1 at this time of the day. It's 10. So wait. Fireclaw just now scouted that it's a standard barracks on top of the ramp. However, there's a second barracks on the other side of the map, so I guess that this Terran player is planning on going for a little bit of Reaper shenanigans. At the same time, okay, Fireclaw, after scouting that everything was normal, decides to put down a pylon in his opponent's side of the map to, I guess, proxy a Stargate? Oh, wait, hold up. That's 3 hold-ups already in 1 game. There's a Ghost Academy coming up. So I'm very familiar with the Stargate cheese, where you go for the Stargate over here, and then you go shield batteries, and then Void Rays, and Tempest, and the whole shebang, right? I'm not really too familiar with this, though. Okay, so the reason why Heaven built it so close to his opponent's main was so he could lift up the structure and build the tech lab inside of it. Fireclaw, obviously, is currently, focusing all of his efforts on the other side of the map, going indeed for that Stargate. He's not gonna see this. There's absolutely no way he's gonna see this. He could obviously leave the Adept at home, but he's already sent out a Zealot, and indeed the rally point right here for the Adept is already set to the other side as well. This is gonna be very crazy really quickly, because already at the 2.5 minute mark, there's a Ghost being built inside of the main base of the Protoss player. I guess with the Ghost cloaking upgrade, this could be pretty good. I mean, Ghosts are quite tanky, but not, that much. They're also quite strong, but without upgrades, again, not really that much. I guess the cloaking upgrade could be really good. Anyways, Void Rays coming up here. Ghost inside of the main base. Oh, it EMPs! Oh, that's actually kind of clever. Wait, so if you EMP, you can one-shot the probes? Well, today I learned. So EMP removes the shields off of these Protoss workers. Good control right there, though, by Fireclaw, yeah. And this is kind of what I mean. So they have, I believe, 100 hit points, making them, twice as tanky as Marines. But, I mean, Marines are really not that tanky, right? In the meantime, the first Void Ray has arrived. Second Ghost, indeed, is coming up, as well as, indeed, that cloaking upgrade. I think the cloaking upgrade is a really good idea. Engie Bay also being built right now. Fireclaw really needs to get some form of anti-air out. Gunning them down with the Marines might also not be a terrible idea, but I guess that 1 Marine would not really be able to do any base damage either way. Fireclaw right now snipes the SCV that was building that engineering band. At this point, he's in so much trouble. The Adepts, though, okay, apparently they have a heart. They decide to just completely walk by the SCVs that apparently are now running towards the other side of the map. Cloaking upgrade, about halfway done. At the same time, though, a new Ghost has already arrived. There is a shield battery coming up, but sadly for the Protoss here, that's not done just yet. So he's also going to be running some of his workers. Could you not just recall the Adepts? Yeah, he's got energy for it. I feel like recalling the Adepts might not be a terrible choice. That way you don't have to... Oh, okay. So Heaven has lifted up the orbital command, but he's now scouted at his opponent. His opponent has already planted down a Nexus right here on the low ground. At the very least, that command center went not down in vain. There's an Engie Bay on the other side of the map, as well as a command center, both at the 12 o'clock position. All right. Still feel like he could have just brought the Adept back home, and then, could have kept this alive. Cloak is done. Obviously, at this point, yeah, now he recalls. Wait, why does he recall now? Huh? You do realize, right, Fireclaw, that you could recall only the Adepts, right? You could just... I'm not sure. Anyways, Ghosts, yeah, are gonna now be able to walk to the other side. They do have the cloaking upgrade done. So the way the cloaking upgrade works is that you obviously can cloak your units, right? Making them invisible, and your opponent will need some sort of detection. But it will slowly drain energy over time. So if you use EMP at the same time, then it's kind of pointless. Well, there you go. Although, obviously, yeah, the shield batteries are going to be quite nice. But the two... Look at this. 2 ghosts can actually just one-shot the workers. So the shield battery is completely irrelevant. This is so much damage being done. Heaven is now only at 4 workers remaining. Very little energy remaining at this point, though, for the Terran to actually use Cloak. Please do not do the freaking thing where you lead them back to your main base. I guess it doesn't matter. Adept has already found the location. But you see that so many times where people are like... There they go. Where you see people cloaking their units and then they just, you know, lead them to their hidden base. It's a little bit silly. There's a lot of damage being done. I guess eventually the missile turret will finish up. Maybe... You know what? Going for a planetary? I wouldn't even mind it. Here come the 2 invisible men. Not bad whatsoever. The problem is that while the missile turrets are gonna protect this for a little bit, they are not in range of the Void Rays just coming in from the side. Okay, so energy has run out. There's no way that that one's gonna finish. Okay, so he is making new workers all over the map. Terran did end up losing that 1 command center for basically free, which is a little bit rough. Not ideal whatsoever. I don't know why he's so keen on making the missile turrets so close to each other. Yep. This Protoss is an experienced Void Rayer. Not surprising because, you know, he's a Diamond League, or like low Masters, high Diamond Protoss player. I mean, that's all they do every day in all matchups. Void Rays. Yeah. Lasers. Anyways, I kind of like the Ghost. But good. Come on. Click the right one. There you go, mate. Nice micro. Nope. Nope. Oh, get up. Get up. Yeah, nice. 13 worker kills on this 1 Ghost. Here come the Void Rays. They're fast, but I don't think you're going to be able to kill that pylon, my man. No, that's a little bit too ambitious. Cloak. Cloak. There you go. All right. So eventually, we are now talking 12 SCVs going up against 6 probes. The thing is, though, it's 2 Nexus, obviously. So the 2 Nexi are going to be able to make workers really quickly. Heaven is evacuating this area? I do like this, actually, splitting up the ghosts. Since Fireclaw has not realized yet that it's possible to move units without using the All Army hotkey, he's been having a lot of trouble with this. Just like when he recalled the Adept, as well as the Void Rays at the same time. Yeah, look. You should split, man. You should just, like, why? It's gonna take this bad boy a little bit of time. But eventually, I guess these probes will go down once the shield batteries run out of energy. Okay, so he recalled once again. The ghost in the main base will end up going down. The one over here, though, is denying mining time for a very long time. And this would be a fantastic moment right here for Heaven to actually now go for, you know, an actual army. He's going for an orbital command right now, too, which I quite like. Man, these shield batteries are so useful. Cloak. There you go. Fun fact, when you cloak the units, as you could see right there, they also get looped up in Vaseline. Really convenient. Just a little bonus effect. The probes immediately lost all aggro, and they were like, I don't know where he is! He was here a second ago, but now he's gone! He's like, yep, let me get out. Anyways. Hidden barracks. Inside of, I guess technically the natural expansion of the Protoss, but I mean, I almost feel like this natural expansion is the natural expansion of the Protoss player now. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't be criticizing the All Army hotkey so much, because maybe these 2 Void Rays are just best friends forever. No! Did they get in an argument right as I said that? Oh no! That was so sad. I thought maybe they were just holding hands and, like, you know, reading each other's journal and gossiping about whatever. Reading each other's journal, that's what best friends do, right? Yeah, I'm not sure. All right. What a fantastic way of starting the week. I need a little bit of water. Hold up. This Ghost, by the way, has got 70 kills. How many workers have gone down this game? So 37 workers were killed by like 3 ghosts. Maybe 4. I don't know. No, 3. That's pretty cool. Now, I'm highlighting the ghost situation quite a bit more, by the way, than the Void Race. I mean, I don't mean to be a jerk. He's too ambitious with the freaking ghost, though. Yeah, I don't know why he's just doubling down on the ghost. I feel like Marines would not be a bad choice. I don't know why he's so keen on just making ghosts. Anyways, the reason for that is that I've seen Void Race a gajillion times over the last year, okay? Void Race, as a matter of fact, have always been popular in the viewer submitted games. So when Blizzard buffed the Void Ray back in August 2020, which is now over a year ago, all of a sudden we saw Void Rays being used a lot at the pro level, right? Before that, however, they were already very popular on most of the ladder below, I would say, like Master League or so. You would see Void Rays all of the time. So I've seen them plenty in the viewer submitted games, and well, let's just say that buffing the unit didn't really have much of an effect on it, other than even more of these bad boys coming out. Ghost openers, however, not really too familiar with those. A couple of Marines are right now out as well. Okay. Probe over here trying to get a kill too, and I think he may have just zapped him out. Not 100% sure. Void Rays are going to try and see if they can finish off the leftover structures inside of the main base. That Ghost Academy is finally going to burn down. Honestly, killing that Ghost Academy may very well be in the Terran player's favor, because Heaven has been so keen on just producing as many ghosts as possible that burning down the Ghost Academy is going to make him, you know, it's going to force him to do something else. You know what I mean? Which I think is pretty good. Yeah. So going for Marines right now. Starting up another command center over at his opponent's third base. Dude, where's your main? Well, it's nowhere to be seen. Excuse me. So, Stimpec is done. I do not like Stimpec at all in these kind of scenarios. Because every single time you stim, you lose like, I don't know. It's 10 damage, 45 hit points, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. You lose a significant percentage of your army every single time you stim. Thinking he's kind of... Oh, he's got... He decided to go for the steady targeting there. I think combat shields are a little bit better if you don't have any medivacs. Combat shields in general are actually super good. Would love to see that research coming up. It's 100 gas as well, so not a bad idea. So the snipe ability right there for the Ghost, it deals a ton of damage, but if the unit takes any damage while the ability is channeling for like a second and a half, it gets cancelled. So he was a little bit ambitious right there against the one that deft. Didn't quite happen. Anyways, Fireclaw, man. I'm starting to kind of lose a little bit of faith in him, right? These units, while they were holding hands, were dealing a ton of damage, but right now I feel like he's been giving his opponent a ton of time because Heaven has been super obnoxious with the ghosts. There's the... It's like he can hear me, dude. Nice. He's got himself the combat shield coming up right now, too. Third CC, which is... Well, actually, it's his third CC, right? Because he lost one of the command centers. Yeah. Third CC over at the third base location. It's just the other third base location. 4 gateways are coming up. Fireclaw did finish up the warp gate upgrade, but these gateways are nowhere done just yet. If you just start... Yeah, if he targets the pylon, I'm pretty sure that this game is over, right? I mean, there are still... Yeah, you know what? Those shield batteries are still really strong. He can still, I think, barely overcharge one of them. Oh. Ambitious stim. Ambitious stim. Ambitious stim does kill one of the hero Void Rays. Probe's right now in a little bit of trouble as well. This is buying Mr. Fireclaw a little bit of time, though, because obviously he... I mean, that's one pylon powering everything. This is the one pylon to find them and in the darkness bind them. Anyways, he now did buy enough time to finish up the gateways. So that's nice. Only a handful of Marines really remain here. And they're coming out 5 at a time, though. Yeah, Void Rays? You stop... Like, stop making Void Rays, man. What are you doing with Void Rays? What do you think they're gonna pull off? Oh, my God. He's like, but lasers. I always win the games with lasers. What about Adepts? Or I guess Stalkers could also work, but like... Yeah, poking and prodding with the Stalkers is actually not a bad idea. Yep, there you go. There you go. Keep poking them. Poking them. I mean... These Marines used their last hit points to apparently get a stimp back off. A little bit aggressive, but drugs, kids, don't do it. Anyways, there's the battery overcharge. Try to keep that pylon alive! If he targets the pylon down and there it does eventually fall, there's not going to be any Protoss production for a little bit. Reinforcing Marines are already to this side of the map. And that was a bagger of a game. That was really good. Alrighty, game number 2. We find ourselves on Oxide. Protoss, hello. Oh, he's going to go 12 pylon? Oh, God. Yeah, 12 pylon at 140 minerals already hurts me, okay? Like, I haven't even really started yet. I haven't even introduced the players yet. Anyways, one of these two players, I don't remember which one it was. I think it was the Protoss. Was sitting at 3.3k MMR. Still in Diamond League, but like Diamond League is a huge league. I think this would be closer to like Diamond 3 or something along those lines. Maybe Platinum 1? I can actually look it up. Hold up, I'm a professional commentator. MMR, Rangers, and StarCraft. Yeah, so it would be Diamond 3. Diamond 3. Anyways, so spawning here in the bottom left-hand corner of Oxide, playing with the red Protoss probes, we have none other than... Hazy. Hazy. Oh, no, bro. See, I don't mean to make fun of people right away, but the fact that he makes a pylon at 145 minerals while skipping one probe in the earlier stages of the game, and then goes for a cannon rush, there's a certain irony. You know what I mean? Anyways, our Zerg player here, playing with the blue drones, we're looking at none other than Harmat X. And Harmat apparently is going to be... Yeah, now you can kill the... Okay. Yeah, he was supposed to... No, you target the freaking cone! What are you doing? Dude, what are you... Huh? Whoa, no. What is going on here? So the reason why you normally want to make that probe go away from this position is so you can actually attack the photon cannon. I thought Protoss was trying to make a structure over here to prevent the Zerg from being able to attack the photon cannon here, but... Was his defense really crossing his fingers and hoping he would be able to kill both workers because his Protoss opponent is not paying attention at all? Was that the defense? Anyways, last second cancel right there on the hatch. Starts up another hatch, but this time around inside of his main base. What are we watching? One gas geyser was also stolen, actually. Yeah, this makes roach follow-ups kind of tricky. So Hazy trying his very best to be a nuisance. He didn't make any Zerglings either, by the way. I guess he's just waiting for the queen to come out. Maybe a second spine crawler. Yeah, dude. Don't need Zerglings. Okay, well, what you do need apparently is a supply block. Oh, man. Oh, Brenda, wake up. Wake up! Put on a little bit of makeup. Sorry. Hello? Hello? Can we make it Overlord? Hello? Hello? Brenda! Brenda, control your brood. Instead he goes lair. Why do we go lair? At a Roach Warren? This guy's crazy, man. I guess this is his Overlord right over here. Hatcheries do give supply when they finish up. This was like a good, what? 50% of the game being supply blocked right now. Next level, dude. Very impressive. I mean, he still needs an Overlord. I guess what he's doing... Okay, let's have a look at what Protoss is doing. Yeah, Protoss is just doubling down on the goal he's already achieved. He's like, well, I'm gonna kill the hatchery. And after I kill the hatchery, I'm gonna kill an imaginary hatchery. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly why he's adding on more. Either way, I guess Zerk over here wants to go... Nidus? Yeah, like double hatchery with Nidus makes sense, right? Because then you can make 2 queens at once. That's pretty good. Obviously, it's gonna be a Stargate as a follow-up. Cannon rush into Stargate. Into Dark Templar. into carriers. Pretty sure that's the way that High Z approaches the game. Yeah, so there's the Nidus network. I actually kind of like the Nidus network here. Why? Like, why is this a thing? Can any Protoss player in the comment section please tell me why? Tell me why. Okay, apparently I'm just singing today, but seriously though. So, Zerg, how much did he invest into this natural expansion, right? How much did he invest? He spent 300 minerals, then canceled it, and got the drone out, right? So that was a grand total of 75 minerals that the Zerg player committed. Every single one of these photon cannons is 150. Like, one was more, like, one was already too many, you know what I mean? Like, it's... Or too much, rather. Anyways. I guess he's going for a contain. Yeah, just adding on more stuff. Go ahead, my man. Yeah, fleet beacon. Just build everything. Nidus network, though, is done. Can we... Hello? Oh, he's unloading again? He's unloading the roaches to get rid of the void ray. Can you please put down the freaking Nidus worm, please? Hello? Yeah, now there's a lot of units here, too, man. Pretty sure when the Nidus network finished up, there was absolutely nothing. Okay. So we've planted it over in the natural. This was about a minute later than it should have been, but I guess it's still there. Protoss is just kind of sitting here waiting until the fleet beacon is done to, I guess, go straight into either a carrier or a Tempest. Normally Tempest openers are good against... Scouting Zealot, classic. No, Scouting Stalker, classic. Hole in the wall. Classic! There's the Tempest. Okay, Nexus comes up on the other side of the main. Or other side of the map. Roach Speed also coming up. Don't know about Roach Speed, to be honest. I feel like just more units would not be... Alright, well, now you don't have any roaches to give speed to anymore. Fair enough. I mean, not to disregard, you know, these two over here. But... Anyways, even though there was a big hole in the wall, he decided to make the thickest unit he could, just so he could no longer slip through the cracks. Giving his opponent a lot of time right now to potentially build up the Nexus 2. Obviously, Nexus does spawn with 50 energy. Meaning that it's got enough energy for a recall as well. So if Protoss can just recall these workers, that would be nice. But, you know what? Even though I've been trash-talking both of these guys plenty already, look at Harmat over here. Absolutely destroying his opponent's main base. There you go. Everything's gone. The problem is... let me put it like this. Hey Z, build a wall to keep the Zerg player out from the main. And now, it's also gonna simultaneously keep the Zerg player out from the other angle, right? Like, these units, I mean, they can go back home through the Nidus worm, but this is like, hello, wake up! Are you... Oh no. Yeah, he made a wall and he's making his Zerg opponent pay for it, is what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, show that plate. Get out of here, unbuildable Brock. So second Tempest is just about to spawn. I think it's like 5 Tempest to one-shot a Queen or something along those lines. Anyways. Spire has been built too. Harmat is not really doing a whole lot other than... yeah, trying to not die. The problem is, right, when your strategy is to try and not die while you're on one base, you're gonna die eventually. Dude, where's your main? Again. Feel like I said that before, huh? Harmat is gonna be able to, No, not Mutas! Are you kidding me, mate? Mutas are like sentries that fly, okay? Like, maybe if you make enough of them, you can harass a mineral line, but they're not for killing other units. Other than probes. In this particular case. I don't know why we're going Mutas. Mutas is crazy here. Yeah, okay. Look at this. Wow. Good job, Mutas. Wow, game changer, dude. That was only 100 gas. So he's flapping them around the map. I guess he's trying to find out where his opponent expended, but he has seen the Nexus on the low ground, so I'm not exactly sure what he's expecting. Like, if he really thinks his opponent has a third base somewhere as well, then there's absolutely no way he can ever win this, right? So I guess he wants to figure out if he's dead. Maybe that's the strategy. Harmit, though, evacuating the main base, has started up another hatchery inside of his opponent's old main base. A Phoenix comes up. I don't know why we're going Phoenix. Oh, I guess it's because of the Muta. He saw 2 Mutas. He's like, that's it. I need a Phoenix. Phoenix is counter Mutas, right? Don't tell me you're gonna go second. No, oh, wait. You know what? That's even worse. I was gonna say, don't tell me you're gonna go a second Stargate to produce 2 Phoenixes at once. But you decided to go for a new fresh forge. That's, I didn't think you could make a worse structure than another forge here, but thank you for showing me. Or a second, you get what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, indeed. Zerg player is right now helping out paying for this wool, which is really nice. Good guy, Zerg, man. He didn't need to do that. In the meantime, though, finally these drones have found a nice, peaceful place to mine minerals. Now, even though these minerals are probably tainted a little bit by, like, you know, the smell of probes and an old nexus that used to live here once upon a time, it's better than nothing, right? At least they're going to be able to grab some minerals and return them to their favorite structures. Why are we not making anything anymore, by the way, out of the Stargate? I don't understand. Like, wait, what? Oh, we're making drones and then rallying them into the Nidus network? Only to then, I guess, unrally them over here, or like, put them out over here and then rally them. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, like, I feel like I could have had, like, 5 Tempests out at this point. And you can imagine what, like, 5 Tempests would do here, right? You could actually, like, use them on the offense. I don't think killing this is the most important thing, my man. I really don't. You know your opponent is a Nidus worm. You know he's killed your, like... yeah, killing the tech would not... No, I guess that counts as tech, but, like, yeah, killing these No, not the... Oh, what are you doing, man? Why are we... Okay, well, I guess this is better than nothing. Zerg comes up again, ready to lose a couple more Ravagers. Like human sacrifice over here. The ultimate sacrifice is when you send your Ravagers forward. These had families and everything, and they're honored that they were the chosen ones to be sacrificed for the greater good. In the face of danger, though, they decide to, or in the face of death, rather, they decide to run from the danger. It's a little bit sad. Mutas are still flippy-flapping all over the map for no apparent reason whatsoever. Just scouting out if his opponent, I guess, has a new Nexus acquired somewhere. Not that there's anything he could do about it, but, you know, just the idea, I guess. So, we've got a Hydra then. A second lair. Don't know why we have another lair, but at this point I'm afraid to ask. We're going Corruptor Hydra. Ooh, that's the best unit composition ever. Corruptors and Hydras? Why does that ring a bell? I'm sure nobody knows what I'm talking about. That's a bit of an obscure reference. But I'm just gonna say Hydra Corruptor, top tier unit composition. Doesn't get much better than this. So I don't understand why High-Z is not making more Stargate units. Like, why, like, what is the idea? Why are we not making more Stargate units? If the Protoss player ends up losing this, we know why it is, right? It's because he stopped making Stargate units. It's like he teched all the way up to, right, the ultimate capital ships. The man can make a mothership, he can make a carrier, he can make Tempest, he can do whatever he likes, right? He can do so many things. He can kill Flippy Flappies, easy peasy, there you go. Phoenix not entirely useless. But for some reason, he's decided to go back down to Zealots and Stalkers. It's like when you're a billionaire, and you decide to get your clothes from, like, I don't know, a thrift shop or something along those lines, right? Like, I'm sure there's billionaires that do that, but you'd imagine you have better things to spend your money on at that point, right? I don't know, man. Oh my god. That was the most graphic way I've ever seen a Ravager die. Did you see that? Actually, I know thrift shops can be really... maybe it's not a good example. I tried my best at an analogy, but I know you can get some cool stuff at thrift store. No. Anyways. Maybe it's a hobby, hey? Maybe the man just has a passion for stalkers. You can't say that. That's how you get demonetized. Maybe the man just has a passion for zealots. There you go. He likes to go around and shop for low-tier units. Even though he can buy everything he wants. Alright, there's another Tempest, finally. Problem is, right now, he's being tickled to death by a couple Corruptors. He could have had so many, man. He could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. Was that Tempest already there? I guess so. Kind of blended in. With the rest of the Proto structures. I think that's beautiful. Camouflaged. Oh, he's got a passion for zealots, but not that much, right? He doesn't really like them that much. Okay, so we've once again successfully traded main base. We're going Roach-Warren, we've got a Spire, we've got a Hydra Den. Second Spire, by the way. Second Spire, second Roach-Warren, second Lair. First Hydra Den. That's why he's only making like 3 Hydras. They don't deserve it. Okay. Eventually, so this has taken him the better part of 10 minutes, right? Eventually, HyZ is going to be able to finish off his opponent's main base structures. It's something? But I feel like his time could have been so much better used sitting on the other side of the map and getting some work done over there. I guess he's seen like 3 Corruptors. Yeah, HyZ is making the classic mistake, man. He's making the classic mistake of trying to build around his opponent's unit composition. The problem is he's a Protoss player. He shouldn't be doing that. Or not that much anyway. Like he saw 2 Mutas, he's like, okay, what do I need? What counters Mutas? Oh, I know what it is. It's a Phoenix, right? And then he's like, oh my god, I've seen 2 Corruptors. What do I need to build? What counters it? Oh, I guess I go for... You should just be going Carriers and Void Rays and Tempest and a Mama Ship. You know, the heavy hitters. Don't worry about unit counters. What do you think you are? A Zerg player? I mean, no, but seriously though, like... He could have had so many big Skytles units here, and it's... Remember when I first started casting viewer games? I don't know how many of you have been subscribed for like 3 years, but... When I first started casting viewer games, I was so nice. I was giving them feedback and, you know, how they should be improving. And what they should be doing differently. And I guess I'm still doing the same thing, but... through a little bit more tough love, right? Now, luckily here, our Protoss player is going to be fighting a Zerg player who loves throwing his stuff away on static defense. So that's nice. Battery overcharge? Hello? Battery overcharge? No? No, bro. Don't need battery overcharge. Hello? Oh, God. All right. Yeah, so that's quite nice, right? Like, this Zerg player isn't getting really that many upgrades either, so these Hydras are... unupgraded with ranged. They're just about to get speed, so that's something. But at the very least, yeah, he's going up against a Zerg player who's keen on throwing away their units. He knows that there's still flying units out as well, so he decides to go 11 more Roaches. Even though he's got, like, very little anti-air. Plus, you know, Stalkers are pretty good again. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Honestly, just making one big army and just going in for the push would probably be a better idea. The issue is, though, that HyZ is not shy to make more static defense. Why were the Tempest also not helping out, by the way, during that battle? Because now finally he's building up the Tempest count, but he's not really doing a whole lot with it. Tempest? Hello? Are they on lunch break or something? Like, what just happened here? Why? Okay, there you go. Lunch break is over. Never mind. Lunch break is over. They're back in the skies. There's the battery overcharge when the Zerg is retreating. Come on, man. Be better. I know StarCraft's a hard game. I know. It's just... Okay. That little flippy sure knows who's boss. Additional Corruptors are coming up, though. And yeah, like, we could have been at 5 Tempest at the 8-minute mark, and instead we're at 5 Tempest at the 18-minute mark, right? And now all of a sudden, Heisey has been... Or sorry, Harmant has been happily mining over here for quite some time. He's now capable of producing more Tempest or more Corruptors than his opponent has in total with Tempest. Now, luckily here, he is giving his opponent an opportunity to get the Stalkers in the mix too. While for some reason the Roaches and Hydras are not located even remotely nearby. Do you think he's gonna recall? Oh. It's early on the Monday, and my cortisol levels are already through the roof. It's like this, my blood pressure is, it's not good. Look, he's once again countering the opponent's units. He's now going Immortals. What about, like, just making more stuff? More stuff beats less stuff, man. Now, luckily, again, we have a Zerg player ready to throw out most of the units on a couple of static defensive structures. So that does help out. Corruptors, ooh, looking for an angle. All right. I think they're ready to puke. Are we ready to puke? Yeah, that's the only reason why we would ever send the units over on here. Alrighty, and there it is. Going after the Nexus. It's one of two Nexi that the... oh, GG is cold, actually. Oh, okay, it's just game over right here. I was gonna say that's one of the two Nexi that the Protoss player still has remaining, but at that point in the game, Harmat was already sitting at 70 workers going up against only 26 probes that were soon gonna have to just sit over at the third base of, well, I was gonna say the third base of the Zerg opponent, but technically it was, anyways. I hope you enjoyed watching today's video. If you ever have an awesome game of StarCraft 2 that you want me to go ahead and cast as well, you want me to make fun of your replays, go ahead and submit it to replays at LowkoTV. And maybe I'll be casting your game in the future. Anyways, for now though, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Don't forget to smile. And I'll see you once again in the next one.